Hey guys, it's M4J here and welcome back to the M4J Journeyman here on Football Manager 2018. Let me just move some stuff around so I can see the screen a little bit better, and then we'll get cracking in this episode. So you can see here I've got the rules list open for the league that we are in. We are in the Bluefin Sports. I always forget what PIL stands for. Hang on a second. That doesn't help. PIL, something. Anyway, the reason I'm looking at this is because I suddenly realised when I was looking at the schedule, deciding which game to come back for, that we only had one league game left of the season, and we're in March. So I had a look on here, and you can see it says here, number of matches, 27 games, league splits in two after 22 games. We've currently played 21 games, so the match we're going to play in this episode is the last league match before the split. Now I don't 100% understand exactly how this is going to work, because then it says qualification, top 6 teams qualify for the championship group, bottom 6 teams qualify for relegation group. And then it says top team wins promotion to Bluefin Sport Championship, bottom team is relegated. Yeah, I mean that kind of makes sense, I suppose. It's how the split works and what it means by bottom team is relegated. Does that mean there's a separate league that starts, or is there a competition like a playoff? I don't 100% know. We're going to find out at the end of this. And then there's all stuff here about work permits and stuff. We don't need to worry about that. In terms of the schedule and in terms of the matches, we've actually done really well. You can see here, Myola Park, was that the last game that we did on camera? I think it might have been. We lost 3-1. Since then, we drew with Port Stewart, and then we beat Killyleagh 4-1 in the Intermediate Cup 4th round. We then beat Armagh. Again, my pronunciation could be terrible here. We beat them 3-2, then we beat Dundela 4-2, and then we just beat Distillery 4-2 in the Intermediate Cup quarter-final, which means we got Tobermoor United in the Intermediate Cup semi-final. So we actually have a chance of winning some silverware this season if we do well in that semi-final. League position, I'll show you in just a second. But we got our last home game before the split, and it's against Sport and Leisure, and it's a home game, so it's nice. And if you see here, we are actually quite comfortably avoiding relegation at the moment, which is why I want to know exactly how this works, because the split is along here. So do we then play 5 more matches after the split against the teams in the same division as us? I don't know. What I do know is if we win today by 4 goals and results go our way, we can actually sneak into the top division. So I'm looking to see that. Before we go any further, I do want to save the game actually, because I've had some crashes. I've been playing matches at the moment using full match highlights, which means 45-minute halves essentially. Sorry, I'm just playing with a plastic bag on my foot for some reason. Which is fine, it's great, apart from the fact that if I leave the room to go do something and something like half-time rolls around or full-time rolls around, for some reason the game crashes if it's left on that window for too long. Now I'm not blaming the game at all, because I understand the risks of downloading skins and logos and things like that. It always says it could break your game, so that's what I'm going to assume has happened. It's nothing to do with Sports Interactive, it's to do with my own add-ons that I've decided to put on, so I'm not complaining. But it does mean that some of the games I've had to replay numerous times. Sometimes I've got the same result though, like the which one was it? This 4-1 against Killyleagh, I did that one 3 times and won 4-1 each time. And this one here against Dundela, I won 4-2 twice. So, in terms of the actual results, it's actually quite funny that we've got the same result each time. Yeah. We're going into this game. I'm looking to see Francis Rice is a player that we loaned in. I've never really played him, to be honest, because we had Byrne that was doing really well. But you might notice there's a hole in the team. Transfer deadline has been and gone, and Byrne left. He actually went and joined another team. So we now have this opening in the squad. So I'm going to look to see who's going to play there. First of all, I'm going to bring Walker in for Mulholland in this attacking midfield role, because Mulholland has been really bad for the last couple of games, so that makes sense to replace him. I'm also tempted to bring Tumulty in for Gardner. How good's Gardner? 3 stars. Maybe not then. I'm looking to see... It's the left side really that we're weakest. But then, you know, Macaulay scored twice and he set up a fair few goals as well, so I'm not too worried about that. We've got McDonough, who I think might have just joined me actually. He's 41. I'm going to put him here for now. And we'll see how well he does. He actually suits the position quite nicely. And in terms of this one, Rogers will do as a centre midfielder with attacking mentality. See, no one here below 2 stars. That's good. That's much better than we had at Llandudno. I'll tell you that much. I'm also going to put Whiteside on the bench. He's a new signing. New right back. And everyone else, I think I'm relatively happy with. This guy, Todd, brought him in on trial, tried to sign him on loan. The club agreed, he didn't. So he's on trial from Derry for a week and then he'll leave. Same with this Rooney guy. We got him in on trial, tried to sign him, didn't go through. So yeah, we can't sign any more players on loan now because the transfer window's shut. I think we can still do free transfers though. We are going to play this game. Before we go any further, I'm going to switch this from full match to key highlights. And we're going to kick off. And hoping and praying for a good result. I say a really good result. If we can get those 2 extra points and score 4 goals. Oh, maybe we can't go up actually. Yeah, because they all get a point as well. Sorry, I did my maths wrong. We can still rise up the table though, so that's good. It will help when it comes to the split. Because, you know, at the moment we're several points clear of the relegation place. But any cushion we can get right now would be quite nice. I'm just thinking, no, I didn't do my maths wrong. Because they're currently drawing, which is why they get the point. So if they all lose, the teams all above us lose and we win, and there's a 4-goal swing, we can go up to 6th. Yeah, that is exactly possible. And here's Gardner breaking through the back. Probably should have crossed it there, actually. He went for the shot and hit the post. Sport and Leisure have a very, very nice kit. I quite like that. The red and yellow. It reminds me a lot of Spain's kit. Apart from the yellow shorts, because I don't think Spain wear yellow shorts. They wear red shorts, don't they? Anyway, Gibson on the ball. Surging forward. And still surging forward. This is a good run, actually. If he can get a decent cross... Oh, never mind. I was about to say if he could get a decent cross in, but no, that didn't happen. And now we're on the back foot again. McManus has stayed with us. You might remember a couple of episodes ago, McManus wasn't very happy because he thought we were replacing him with Phillips from Llandudno. The Phillips deal never went through anyway because he didn't want to move country. And McManus decided to stay. Oh, mistake. Corner. That could have been a goal from McGlynn. He's getting really good at that, sort of breaking through the last line of defence manoeuvre. He's also getting very good at holding the ball up. So he's done well. Considering he didn't score until we joined, he's scored 9 goals now, I think I saw, before this match, which is good. Our guy just ducked out of that then. Who was that? That was Plant, wasn't it? Just ducked out of that. Bit of a coward's move, if you ask me. He should be attacking that ball very, very aggressively, but nope. Yeah, I've just noticed this actually. McGlynn's been booked, so we want to ease him off. Tackles. I mean, he is our striker. We probably shouldn't be asking him to dive into tackles anyway, but I like defending from the front. You know, it means you get a good defensive line without having to worry about your actual defenders then being the last line of defence. If you can win the ball back in the first line of defence, not only are you winning the ball back before it gets to your last line, but you're also winning the ball back not far from their last line, so chances are you can still break through and have a shot. As I'm hoping McGlynn does here. Oof, just wide. As Adobe Creative Cloud comes up for some reason. You're probably not seeing that, but you might have heard the notification then. Because I noticed that OBS does pick that up from time to time. We're coming up to the half hour. We've had 5 shots, none on target, so we might have a little word with the squad about that. McGlynn's not having the best game of his career, funnily enough, which is funny, because he's broken through twice, and he's had 2 relatively decent chances, and yet he's only got a 6.4. I'd have thought he'd be rated higher than that, for some reason. I don't think he's playing that badly. I've seen him play worse, that's for sure. Right, Walker on the ball. Plays it back to Gibson. Not got many runners down the wing, but he has found Walker again. The ball's sort of rebounding its way around the midfield. Eventually it falls to one of their guys. McManus with a great tackle on the halfway line. Rogers with the ball over the top into the path of Gardner. He takes the shot again. Perhaps he should have squared it. There is no button that you can press that says square the ball Actually, hang on. I want to check. Do I have these? Oh, he scored. Never mind, we just scored. Yeah, I've got shoot less often switched on for the wingers. Yeah, for some reason they're shooting more often. Who scored? Plant. Was it Gardner with the cross? Plant at the back. That was so easy. That was so easy. How's that happened? Their defence just completely switched off. Plant's just side-footed it in off the penalty spot, completely unmarked. Wow. I hope my defence aren't that bad on set pieces. I haven't noticed it. But yeah, half time. We have risen to 9th at the moment. A couple of teams are still winning ahead of us, so we could do with them losing. Or at least going gold. Actually, no, they are losing. So we're level. So we just need to score... We need to score 2 goals. And we need to rely on them perhaps conceding 1 or 2 as well. And then that should be the swing that we need. Oh, this is exciting actually, because when I took over at Queen's University, they were on a horrible run of form, and my reputation was in ruins after the Llandudno incident. Now, we do still have a chance of finishing in the top 6. We do need to score again. Sport and Leisure are bottom of the league actually. I didn't notice that before kick-off. We're 7 points ahead of them at the moment. We were 8 points ahead of them. No, we were more than that actually. Maybe it was it. Maybe it was 8. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to make a sub. Can you play up front? You're really a winger, aren't you? Might have to bring you on up front though, because McGlynn is not playing that well today. So you can play as a poacher, so we'll do that. He's only yellow, he's playing a 6.2. He's not exactly setting the world on fire today. And we could do with a goal. Could do with a couple of goals. Plant with a commanding header away there. He must have heard my coward comment in the first half. Taylor plays it down the line to Walker. Flicks one over the top. Allison's running onto it. He's going to get there as well. Is he going to shoot? Oh, straight down the keeper's throat. He should have gone near post then. It would have snuck in, I reckon. Right, McGovern with the throw to Watts. Back to McGovern. Swings it in. Gibson hoofs it clear. Allison can't bring it down on the halfway line. Norton now in midfield. Finds Lynch. Gibson closing down. Cross comes in. Taylor on the back post. Deals with it quite well in the end. Allison's lost the header. Rogers has won it back. Yep. Ball over the top from Walker to Macaulay. Is he going to swing one in? He is. Allison brings it down. Hits the shot. Keeper parries it wide for a corner. Getting better. We're getting better. Still not brilliant, but we are getting there. Macaulay brings it down. Plays it out to Gardner. Swings it in. Heads out. Yeah, I thought he was offside there. He wasn't really making much of an effort to get back onside. That's a minor irritation. Macaulay on the ball. Plays it inside to Walker, who is tackled. Maclay to Watts. Norton to Maclay. Is it Maclay? Macalee? Macalee? Probably Macalee. Anyway, Allison to Gardner. To Walker. Macaulay out wide. Good touch. Goes for the shot. Why is he shooting? He's got to pass it. Hang on a second. Pause. You. Should be, yeah, just crossing it into the centre. I might change that to near post, actually. Cross more often. Cross from... Ah, there we go. I want to change... How do I change it to cross from deep? Unavailable for role and duty selected. Okay. That's fine then. Gardener, I'm going to change you to do the same. Near post. And that might change how often you cross the ball as well. We'll see. If we can just get in the lead again, there'll be only one team ahead of us then. On points, at least. Goal difference might be a bit different. Got away with that one. Lynch puts shot just wide there. I'm looking at our midfield, and McDonough is not having the best game, so I'm going to bring him off. I'm going to bring Lynch on. See what Lynch can play. Yeah, you could play deep line playmaker actually. Except we'll switch you from defend to support. Alright. And I'm also going to do a shout. We should be set to overload. We are. I'm going to do a shout to push forward. We need to get forward and make these chances. It'd be brilliant if we can get in that top 6 instead of the bottom 6. Just gives you that comfort then. You can't get relegated if you're in the top 6. At least I don't think you can. Still need to find out exactly how that works. We're not making any chances. 10 minutes to go. Bring McAllister on for Macaulay. And once we hit the 80, which should be any second now. There we go. I'm going to switch. Pump the ball forward. Route 1. Take more risks. We're already doing that. Hit early crosses. And a deeper defensive line. Oh, Allison's broken through. Oh, he went near post that time. The keeper managed to save it. We get a corner though. We get a corner. We scored from a corner, so never mind. Not getting it to the back post anymore. I think Plant had to leave that one because he's in an offside position. We get the throw in though. They should be playing Route 1 football now. Throw in deep in Sport and Leisure's half. Throws it forward. Walker intercepts. Plays it into McAllister. Lays it off to Allison. Get in. Onside? Onside. 2-1. Brilliant goal. That puts us... Where does that put us? Hang on. I need to see a league table. Can I get a league table up on here? Change this to a league table. There we go. So we're up to 8th. If we score... Newington are winning. Alright. If we score twice more, we can go up to 7th at least. I'll take that as some comfort. I'm gonna pause the game really quickly because I know I accidentally shut this. There we go. That's full time. A 2-1 win. It's a good way of ending the normal league. We finished 8th by the looks of things. Newington drew in the end, so we couldn't have gone above them anyway. We could have maybe gone above Port Stewart if we just pushed on a little bit more in that first half after we took the lead. But I'm happy with that. It's not bottom. It's not second bottom. It's not third bottom. So I think we've done quite well to finish where we did. You can see where the cut-off point is now. So we're going to be playing against Port Stewart really for this top position. Maybe Dundela and Banbridge are going to join in as well. We're definitely not going down. We're 10 points above relegation and we're only playing 5 games. So there's 15 points to play for. And we're 10 points above where we need to be. So we should be safe. That was McDonough's debut. Walker does well. Superb with the quality and number of chances. We prepare for the next stage after the split. Now I'm going to continue time because we are playing, actually we're playing Donegal Celtic in the next game away from home. So I might as well include that one in the match as well, just so that we've got 2 matches in this particular episode. Providing time progresses fast. There's no transfers or anything to worry about now, so we should just zip through these days. We should. That's the key word there. Should. Unbeatable. 6 games unbeaten is a new Queen's University record. Well, that is awesome. However, our transfer revenue has gone down to 0%, which is not so awesome. Probably because we're bankrupt. Yeah, we've just gone into the red. What I might do, actually, schedule. Can I arrange some high-profile friendlies to try and get the revenue source back up again? Maybe not, but we can get it the practice in. Do I want to play against Basel? What about Hoffenheim? Income 0. Definitely not then. Let's play against Derry. I've already played against Derry. Let's play against University College Dublin. Let me go a little bit further down here. Nope. Alright, how about here? Play against Bangor as well. Alright, we've got some friendlies proposed. That'll keep things ticking over as well. So our next match now is a friendly. Yeah, against Derry. Which is in 2 days' time. My assistant takes care of them though, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Gives a chance to get the players up to condition a bit better. Let's have a look at the players that my scouts are recommending. I'll get an analyst report here and here. Isn't that the same person? Are you already on trial with me? I acknowledge. That's weird. Get scout report, get scout report, get scout report. There we go. I asked my scouts to look at a load of players as well. I've also taken a leaf out of Loki Doki's book, and I have started compiling a shortlist of players that I have managed previously. So there's a few here. Well, these are all Llandudno players, obviously. None of them still want to join, because it involves moving to another country, which is fine. I imagine if I was in England, even if I was in the lower leagues in England, I'd be able to get all of these guys on board. But I do have that shortlist. I also have the default shortlist, which is also full of Llandudno players, no doubt. They're probably on there somewhere. So I can switch between the two. I'm going to keep on that one for now, because of all the players that I'm currently interested in signing, the previous players that I've worked with are top of the list. So every time an opening appears in my team, I'll be looking to fill it with a previous player. Right, let's get this friendly out of the way. In fact, I will put a cut here, thinking about it, because it's going to take a while to get through this. No doubt. So I'm going to put a cut here. We'll come back in a second, ready for our match against... I've already forgotten who it was against. Donegal. Donegal Celtic. So, I'll be back in just a second. Alright, so we are back. We are going to play this game. Now, originally I was going to do the match against Donegal Celtic. I decided to play that match off camera instead. Reason being is so that we could focus on this match, which is the semi-final of the Northern Irish Intermediate Cup, where we're playing Tobermoor United. I will show you very quickly. We did draw against... Well, first of all, we drew against Derry in the friendly, with McGlynn and Gardner scoring, and then we scored against Donegal. Sorry, we drew against Donegal with McGlynn and Allison scoring. We were 1-0 down. Then McGlynn scored an equaliser. Allison put us ahead, and then we conceded in the 93rd minute. There was 4 minutes of added time. They scored in the third to level things up. So that was a bit of a kick in the teeth. But we're going to go into this game with a little bit more confidence, and hopefully we're going to get a good result. We'll put Rice in midfield. Assuming he can play. For some reason that's flagged red. Why is that flag red? I don't know. He seems to be able to play. We're going to have Briers on the bench because Whiteside is cup-tied. And is that Whiteside or Wildside? Wildside, I think that is actually. I can't read. And we have to take out Taylor because he picked up an injury. So I think we're going to have to play McAllister at left back, which is a bit of a pain. Oh no, we'll play McDowell at left back. Play McDowell. We'll have McAllister on the bench, just in case. Do you know what? I'm actually tempted to put Lynch in instead of Rice. I think Lynch would do a better job. We'll play him there alongside Rogers. And then we've got Walker behind McGlynn. And we're going to give this a crack, I think, because no one else really can play. Looking for the versatility. So we've got a reasonably versatile squad in terms of who can play where. So yeah, I'm quite happy to submit that. Dow's lacking in match fitness, but it's fine. Worse things have happened. Right, let's get into the game. Oh, tunnel interview. It's not the best weather for the football out there today. How do you think the conditions will affect your performance? I don't think they're too bad. We're going to try and play our normal game. No, I don't think that's true. It's certainly not ideal. We're going to have to make a few adjustments on the fly in an effort to deal with the situation. Right, actually, before we kick off, or as soon as the players come out and the match starts, I'm going to make some changes. Because I realise my tactics aren't what I thought they were. Let's pause that for a second. Go into this screen. What I mean by that is, if I go into instructions, we're playing a really high defensive line for some reason with an offside trap. I don't remember setting that up. I'd quite like to retain possession with a high tempo. For some reason that wasn't all switched on before. I'm not really sure why. I'm tempted to clear the ball to flanks as well rather than play it out of defence. Everything else though I'm relatively happy with. So we'll confirm that and we'll play. So our league position is currently the cause of some issues that we've got. Although we're not mathematically safe yet, I would assume realistically we are safe because of how far above the relegation spot we are. However, I was trying to renew contracts just now. No staff members want to renew, and my player assistant manager also doesn't want to renew yet because he says he wants to make sure we're safe first. So I'm hoping the next game, the next league game, will secure safety for us, and then more people will be willing to renew contracts. I think the staff one they said was they're not sure they wanted to remain with us because of our stature in the game. In other words, we were not playing in a high enough ranked competition for their liking, which is a bit of a douche move if you ask me, because they were there happily, you know, earning a wage from us before, and now suddenly they've got issues with that. So yeah, I don't like that. I don't like people that do that. I don't like staff members that do that. If they all want to walk out, I'll replace them. They might not get good enough quality, but at least I'll get people that want to stick around, which would be nice. Anyway, ball over the top. O'Connor runs onto it, hits the shot, goes wide. We had a few in the last match where they had chances like that, where they really should have scored and they kept shooting wide. And then the one they did score, they really shouldn't have scored from. I think it was a defensive error, which they got the goal from. But then our two goals were really, really well taken. Both McGlynn and Allison running through the defence and lobbing it over the keeper. I should have shown you the highlights, really. I think McGlynn did. Allison, sorry, definitely lobbed the keeper. I remember that one. It was from a quite tight angle as well. So that was a good goal. It's just a shame about the equaliser. I think the equaliser was the only real nailed-on chance that they actually managed to score. Alright, McDowell with the throw into Walker. Lynch now on the ball. On the edge of the box. He's going the wrong way. There you go, he's found Walker. Into Gardner. Shot blocked. McCauley was offside. Or was it Gardner? It might have been Gardner actually that was flagged off. I'm sure we'll find out in just a second. Half time is coming up and Rogers is injured, so we're probably going to have to sub him off and put Rice on. In terms of the stats, 6 shots apiece. We've had 1 on target, they haven't. 4 off target, 1 blocked. So we're not setting the world on fire, but we're not playing terribly. I think I said that in the last game as well, didn't I? We're not setting the world on fire. That's becoming my new catchphrase. I'm not sure if I like that. Anyway, we'll swap Rice and Lynch over. I think Lynch will do better as an attacking sided midfielder in Rice, because he can play as a DM. I think he will do better as the defensive minded midfielder. We'll see. Can always swap them back if things aren't working out. Not sure what that ball was. bit of a wasted pass there from McDowell. I'm relatively happy with this squad. With Llandudno, I was constantly making changes, trying to find ways to win. But because this team, I don't really know how they got into the difficult situation in the first place, because they have a really good squad anyway. I made a couple of signings to improve it, but I've pretty much played the same lineup in every single game, which is rare. I don't think I've ever done that in a team before, where I've played the same lineup and the same subs for like 5 or 6 games in a row. Even with the really successful Hatfield and Welwyn Garden City and Jeffreys United teams, I was always making changes. Especially with those latter two teams, it was making changes to keep people happy because they weren't particularly pleased at being left out of the team all the time. With the Hatfield team, I just had a lot of players that I was rotating and constantly changing, keeping people on their toes, keeping the performance levels up. I mean, this team, it's one thing I like about the lower league management is you really do get to know your players, and you do have to play the same lineup over and over and over again. But that's fun. It's part of the thing. You know, it's part of the appeal of the game. Oh, that looked like a nasty challenge on Walker. Hope he's not picked up a knock from that. His condition's gone down a little bit. We haven't got a sub-attacking midfielder, so that would be a bit of a nightmare if we had to bring him off. I think we're okay. I'm looking at Macaulay. Macaulay is not playing well. So I'm going to bite, and I'm going to bring McAllister on. Walker's not playing well either, but I know he's got it in him to turn it around. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'm also going to demand more. I'm going to change this as well. We want to pump it forward. Early crosses. Take more risks. That should hopefully get us more shots at least, if not a goal. I mean, you've had 10 shots, 3 on target. They've had 7 shots, none on target. They're the home team. You would expect them to at least have a shot on... Oh, there you go. They have had a shot on target now. You'd expect them to have more shots on target than the away team, that's for sure. At the moment, it looks like it's going to a draw. I don't actually know if it goes to a replay or whether it just goes straight to extra time. I'm kind of hoping it just goes straight to extra time, because then we don't have to worry about playing an extra game. We might have to play an extra half an hour, but we don't have to worry about, you know, having to turn up again and play a full 90 minutes. Plus, I would quite like to get into the final today and not have that hanging over me for another episode. What are you doing? McManus, what are you doing? What was that? Oh, what the hell? Of all the stupid things to do. I mean, Moore's got to take some blame there as well, but you never, ever pass it towards your own goal. You always go either side of it. You took a touch there, and then he's just... I mean, yeah, Moore takes some of the blame as well, because he was running away from it, he had his back to the ball. But what the hell are you doing, passing it towards your own goal like that? What a stupid thing to do. If that costs us the game, I'm fining him. Or I'm releasing him or something. I'm punishing him, because that is woeful. You don't do that. That's so stupid. I'll bet that costs us the game now. We got half a minute. You've got literally 30 seconds to try and grab a goal, and I really don't think it's going to happen. Pretty sure that was an offside there. Is he going to shoot? He is. Not on target. Allison might be able to tackle the defender. He has, but it's gone out for a throw. That's full time. That's full time. We've lost. Yep. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. The dumbest thing. No! No, no, no. Why did you say that to him? He's not unfortunate at all. That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen someone do on a football pitch. And I've seen loads of stupid things. You. I want to talk to you. How do I talk to you? I don't want to send you on a coaching course. I want to get rid of you, dumbass. What the bloody hell? Why won't it let me talk to him? I'm going to have to wait for a bit, aren't I? That's such a dumb thing to do. We got money from it. We would have got a hell of a lot more money if we'd made it to the final. I'm actually really annoyed now. Really, really annoyed. What the dumbest thing to do. Stupid moron. I'm dropping him. I'm actually going to drop him for the rest of the season. I need another centre back that I can bring in to sit on the bench. You. Congratulations. Right, tactics. McManus. You're going in the B team. Which means you're replacing him. You are going to the B team. Thank you. I hope I never see you again. So dumb. Right, anyway. With that, we're going to end the episode. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. Drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, after I've kicked McManus up the backside, I will see you soon. Absolute dumbass.